Hello and welcome back to The Cut Uncut. We have a lot to talk about today.
Hello, Internet.
Hello. Joining us today as usual is Cut regular Georgie Meadows.
Hello.
Did you first this time?
Yes, thank you.
You may have also noticed that Adam is looking a little bit different today. That is because he finally decided to shave. He's looking very nice.
The clean shaven look suits you.
Yeah, how's the shave feeling?
I had forgotten how feminine I look underneath all of that masculine hair, and I'm really embracing it.
That's good.
We support you, Adam.
Oh, well, I would hope so.
Yes.
Of course, we have a guest presenter today. Please welcome Claire Varley.
Yay, welcome.
Yay, welcome,
Don't
Claire.
cheer too hard.
Oh, sorry, I was waiting for my cue.
I never initiate the cheers. I wait for someone else to do it. And Dan kindly did.
And of course,
we were both being too polite once
Yes,
again.
exactly.
yes.
Once again.
And of course, Dan the Man Martinez.
Hello.
Hello. It's just past 2 p.m. now, and we're on every Friday. Dan is going to introduce our first topic, which is
The Passengers trailer. Okay, so this thing has gone viral as hell, ladies and gentlemen.
As it should.
It is very, very, very trending. We have Chris Pratt, Jennifer Lawrence, America's Sweethearts.
Yep.
And now we have so just to summarize from what I could gather from the trailer, first of all, it has that first little cutesy moment in the beginning with the robot trying to hand out a date, which was nice. But then we have it kind of stalls after that and goes into a really intense, just
macabre kind of.
isolation type deal where you have Chris Pratt just generally freaking out over all over the shit.
Crying.
all like the broken. It's actually on screen right now where you have that first introduction meeting, very classically styled for the genre.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying though it's not very original in terms of concept. It's been copied and pasted a little bit.
I'm interested to see what Adam thinks about this.
Well, I mean, it looks cool. It looks like a massive Hollywood big budget sort of,
It's probably what they were going for.
Well, yeah, I mean, seems to have romance in it. It's got this epic plot. We don't know what's happening to the ship or anything, but something's happening to it. It does remind me of Pandorum, which is last week's movie. But obviously it's
Which
got
we
more
all thoroughly enjoyed.
Yes. Not at all.
not as much as Tuck and Dale vs. Evil.
Yeah.
It's great.
But it looks interesting. I mean,
however, I did say the same things about Interstellar when it first came out. You remember when the trailer
I saw
first
Interstellar,
launched?
yeah.
And did you like Interstellar? Just out of curiosity.
She loved it.
Yeah, no, space movies, they and also I think they all came. There was Interstellar, Gravity, and The Martian. And they all came too closely to each other, and I watched them all, and I think that's one of the reasons why I disliked Pandorum to the extent that
what
I
did you
did
think of
because I'm
Interstellar,
over it.
Dan?
Honestly, I kind of struggle to look past my feelings against Matt McConaughey.
Against.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough.
against
Dan.
Matt McConaughey. There's something
dear.
about him that I don't know.
What about
He's
The Martian?
divine.
The Martian? I adored
Amazing.
every second of
Great
that.
movie.
There is something very good that when you can get a bottle episode concept right, it will work.
Yeah.
I
So
haven't
the
seen
bottle.
The Martian.
It's quite
It's
good.
good.
The
It's
book as
out
well?
of those three, it would be my preferred.
100%.
Really?
Yeah, Gravity, I didn't.
I never watched Gravity,
Enjoy.
but
Gravity
it
was
looked
like-
I wouldn't.
I mean, Clooney.
It was all production value. No,
Gravity. The
kind of
best thing about
substance.
Gravity was the way it was shot.
Yeah,
and the way it all flowed.
It was all production
Yeah.
value. And you lost a lot of substance because of it. You lost story content, and that's something you can't forgive on a big budget film.
Well, I don't know. I think the way it was put together made up for a lot of the story. Doing what they did.
Yeah.
Look-
it also confused me. I
More
hope,
interested
I
to see what
hope I'm
Adam
getting
would
my
think of
facts
it.
right. And
I don't think. Sorry,
That's
Georgie.
okay.
Continue.
I'm
No.
sure you guys will correct me if I'm wrong. But Matt
Probably, yeah.
Damon, probably definitely, Matt Damon made a cameo in Interstellar as the bad guy, and then he was the Martian.
Oh my god, I generally.
He
don't
just
remember.
shows up in movies, though.
Yeah, I just found that funny because they came out so close together. I'm going to research it. But yeah, anyway,
What were
sorry,
you gonna-
Adam, you
What were
go.
you going to say, Jake? Sorry.
Well,
My opinion on what were we
Interstellar
talking
on
in general.
Gravity. No,
And
no.
Gravity. Sorry.
But you haven't seen Gravity. But if you did,
I
I'd
haven't
like
seen
to-
Gravity. I actually haven't even seen Interstellar yet. My dad keeps hounding me to see
Wow.
it. I know it's a movie I should watch.
No, it's good. It's good.
Look,
I've heard it's good.
I was expecting a lot more because it was the guy who did
Inception, Batman.
Batman.
Memento.
It had those insane
Yep.
dark theme concept, and you have such a vastness to it. And then I looked at the trailer. I'm like, yes, the hype is real. It looks really cool. it looks like it's taking the space genre in an entirely different direction, and then we're just stuck in the same kind of paint by numbers plot, which I'm scared Passengers is going to do the same thing. It feels very paint by numbers
But at
plot.
least you'll be able to watch Passengers because it has J-Law. You'll be able to get through the 2 hours.
Passengers
And
seems
Chris
like
Pratt.
Fine.
Passengers seems like a
J-Law
very
over Chris
mainstream
Pratt for me.
movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer her over Chris. Sorry.
This is depressing. Because you haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy for some
That would be
ungodly
why.
reason.
Yes.
Oh, Georgie.
I know.
Are either of you shocked? That would be nice.
I've brought like 4. So, as we know, we have the mascot this week who is Star-Lord. I've brought like 3 different figurines from Guardians of the Galaxy. I adore this movie. And, but yes.
What was the third?
I brought
Groot?
Star-Lord, and I have Rocket at home. I didn't
Okay,
bring
no.
him.
I was going
Rocket
to say,
might
I
be
don't
next
remember you
time.
bringing Rocket.
Rocket Raccoon, yes. But as well as that, there's been some more weird, interesting news with the Moana trailer. So, like, that's...
Moana or Moana?
I've always just pronounced it like Goanna. So it's like 100% where you have this weird kind of duality to it. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought. But yeah, it's a Disney film with Polynesian themes with the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah, that I found bizarre.
Well, he's in everything now, which is
he
just
is.
monstrous. And
And he's in everything and not very good at any of it.
I don't
got
know.
charisma.
Personal
Central
opinion.
intelligence.
Oh, you're a Rock fan?
Excuse me. The Rock is cooking in all the right ways, and I like every
think?
single thing that
Oh
he
my!
is producing.
That was a WWE
Even,
reference. I respect that.
it's
Well,
Of
all
course, it's a WWE
His
reference.
charisma is just undeniable, though. Like, he just gets in front of the camera and it's just...
Central Intelligence was somehow made by The Rock. Because I'm not a big Kevin Hart
Didn't he
person.
also make the sequel to Journey, like, worth it?
Oh, okay.
Yes, in
yeah,
my
because it had
opinion.
that other kid from.
It was more of a comedy, but... It was
Yeah,
just
it had more interesting elements.
almost
to
like a
it.
satire of itself, right?
It knew what it was doing.
Yeah.
The
It knew
kind of acting that they do in WWE goes beyond what happens in front of cameras because they have to get into the middle of that ring and live to hundreds of people every single bloody week. They have to perform on top.
Oh,
and
I
The
know.
Rock does that.
Did you go to WWE Live here in Australia?
Of course I have.
Yeah.
Many times.
You have that same thing where the vibe is just insane. They have to like incite a whole crowd, which is very strange for Australians. Apparently, like Americans are much more likely to cheer. We're just like really laid back and chill. They're like trying to get us to
we're
like
here to
go
like
and
enjoy
scream.
the beauty. Just
We're
do it for us.
Just do your thing, man.
Yeah.
We're just gonna
We
sit
won't
and chill
judge
here.
until we're on social media later.
Oh, we live in a bar fighting culture, so
Yeah.
we're used to this. But yeah, so having The Rock there is a very interesting choice. But the thing that's caused more kind of catastrophe around this movie is, has anyone seen The Bodysuit?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
So basically, Halloween's coming up. So with a lot of kids' movies, they like to put these costume options out there. This
Oh
one,
yeah, here it is.
yeah,
Googled.
this one unfortunately has like a lot of Polynesian, very stereotyped themes.
Look, here's the thing, though. Like, it's a kid's costume. Kids like to dress up as characters that they see all the time. There's no
Yeah.
No,
agenda
and
behind
characters
it.
I
that
don't
they
s-
like idolize.
I don't see
guess.
the issue with it, but
That there has been backlash.
But
is what
there
you're
has
saying.
been insane
Isn't this
backlash.
how children learn racism? Is when they do stuff like this and all of a sudden they don't understand why, and then
Well, did anyone see on the news a few weeks ago that mother who painted her son?
As Nick Natanui.
Yes, thank you. And the criticism that she got from that was huge, just because, and she said, skin color is irrelevant, but my son wanted to be his icon, his sporting hero on footy day, and no one. I don't know. Her argument was a bit.
It's
like-
one of those things where you can't really fault the kid. The kid just
No.
he just wants to do his thing. He's excited for this character, and
Yeah. And I mean, like, if they are going to make... It's not like they can make a costume of this character that we're talking about in Moana or Moana and have it not
their argument
relate
was
to
that they
the character.
create varying skin tones. And I'm just like, why
Well,
would
this
Okay.
is the thing. It's very, very different to dress up in a costume that is reminiscent of a character that may not align with your ethnicity. For example, I've dressed up as Lana from Archer,
Yeah.
but I did not even dream of trying to go blackface because there are cultural stigmas associated with blackface that go all the way back, and I would never
Absolutely.
do that to upset those people. It's not about whether or not it's politically incorrect or not. It's because you don't want to enforce the disgrace that was put upon people, and it was a mockery for so long.
Yeah.
And so in these costumes, you know what, I would dress up as Lilo from Lilo and Stitch, but I would never alter the color of my skin. I would say, I'm wearing a hula skirt.
I put the wig on. Like, I have short blonde hair. In order to be identified as Lilo, I would need to have long black hair.
With this costume, for example, because it has the tribal tattoos as well, I know that's a cultural thing, but it's also, it's the character. So regardless of whether you change the skin or not, depending on the costume, like those tattoos are still there and they hold a cultural significance, but it's so important.
That would be
to the
irrelevant.
character.
Yeah.
It's such a fine line, I think.
Well, this is the thing too. It's a movie character. A movie character that has these tattoos. It's not as though someone is dressing up as a Native American and saying, I'm an Indian, and just putting on a headdress that has no cultural meaning.
Well, that happened in the Victoria's Secret fashion show a few years ago. One of the models was pulled because her costume, like, it went to the live show, but not to the reproduced version, because all she had was like brown suede underwear on, basically, and the tribal like chief head.
It's one of those things where the lines are so freaking like, because if you don't, are we also being racist in that other context? It's
like, are you being racist in like disregarding the culture and history altogether, or are you being racist in accepting it but only having under the acceptance white people?
I think that's the thing, though. You can't please everyone, but the people you want to please are the one who may
or who you're trying to represent.
Yes, you really need to be aware of that, because otherwise, it's just disrespectful and not acknowledging that we need to change what has happened in the past.
Speaking of changing things that have happened in the past,
You're so
the new Star Wars 8 is
already has
reshoots.
reshoots.
Yep.
Okay, so this is being directed by the guy who did Looper. So I personally have seen like fragments of it. It wasn't a movie that really grabbed me. I know, Jake, you're a big fan of this movie.
Which one?
Looper.
Oh, Looper's amazing.
Yeah, you liked kind of like how the themes work and such like that. But for me, the story just didn't capture it. And I'm concerned because I've gone on record saying I really, really love Star Wars 7. Yes, I've said it. Really, really. God.
Yeah.
Really, that's one shot for you, Dan.
They really grew it, and they worked from what I loved, what I grew up with, and made it into something cool. And I'm glad that they're going to take it in the weird, gritty direction that Looper kind of aimed for.
Well, this is what I'm just going to say, right? Because there's all this thing like, they're doing reshoots so soon to finishing filming and all that, but it's like every movie does reshoots. Like every movie, and I feel like it's just because
it's blown out of proportion because it's Star Wars Episode 8.
Star Wars,
it's not a huge deal.
You had the Suicide Squad issue, which was an issue because they felt like the tone didn't match the trailer,
and they would keep changing it after every trailer.
I mean, that's different, but
they stuffed that up.
Yeah, but with just reshoots in general,
that's why, because they had to they would put out a trailer, it would have a certain feel to it, whether it was this. Like the I Started a Joke one was super gritty.
I love
that
one.
Where you have like close-ups of like the real depth and darkness of the character.
And then it was Heathens, the song to the last trailer, or that was the anthem.
No. After that they went with the
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody, and then after that there was Ballroom Blitz, and each one getting kind of kookier.
Lighter and lighter.
And while I like the light elements to a degree, you need that contrast. And they kept just trying to go with the masses, and they would keep reshooting on accordance with each trailer.
And I got so excited when it was that I Started a Joke song, and I was like ready, and I was ready for it to be dark and brooding and kind of gutsy. And then every trailer that came out, I was less and less engaged because, I don't know, it's meant to be a dark story.
It's weird that we're supposed to be talking about Star Wars.
And we're talking about Suicide Squad for the 5th time.
Well, I am quite excited because Benicio del Toro is going to be in episode 8. And I reckon he would be...
going to be the collector?
That's funny.
Marvel crossover. Funny. That would be
well,
so
I mean,
weird.
it's not totally impossible because Disney owns half the world. So
as they should.
Debatable.
No, they should not ever.
So I know how much you love Benicio, so I'm setting this to you. What is your ideal role for Del Toro to play?
Imperial officer.
Yeah,
definitely. I think that would be so cool. Like a Grand Moff Tarkin, a Grand Admiral Thrawn kind of character, where they're not the absolute top. Like obviously not above Snoke or anything, but they definitely have that power and that mystery around them.
I can't wait for more.
Powerful enough to have their own sort of varied uniform,
have you read the Star Wars like theories based on the newest canon universe?
Porkins is Snoke.
Yeah.
Spoiler
Uncle
alert.
Ben is Snoke.
Oh yeah,
Everyone's Snoke.
Who is Snoke?
Disney.
It's Darth Vader from like the past or something, traveled
They're
back
so
in time.
great.
Wow.
If you want to
People
just
have too
kind of
much
lose an
time on their
afternoon,
hands.
you
Yeah.
just look through it. It's
Well, it's interesting. Like, I'm surprised that we're almost halfway through this Star Wars trilogy. Like, it's...
yeah, I know.
And since we're halfway through the show now as well, I think Georgie has something she wants to mention.
Oh god.
Well, this
Segue
was
out of 10.
it was debated as to what Adam thinks this piece of news is gossip, and I think it's pop culture. But that just goes to highlight how different our opinions of what constitutes pop culture is.
not
But
pop
I don't
culture.
think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone says it's gossip.
No, I'm with Georgie on this one.
Thank
It still,
you, Dan.
it
Okay,
still
Brad
counts.
and
Whoa.
Angelina have, pardon me, Brad and Angelina have split up.
And?
We couldn't. Well, I mean, it's Friday of the week that it happened. It's been classified as news the whole week, like headlining actual.
Kim Kardashian walking
news
out of her
hours.
house is classified as news.
No,
Is it being shown on national television, like national news?
yes.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think so.
I
Anyway,
Wow.
I kind of love it when this kind of stuff happens where they have full coverage of like this is an intimate moment. They've decided to end their relationship and
their
everything like
12-year
this.
marriage, yeah.
They have kids and stuff, and
Yeah.
now there's gonna be custody battles and all this insanity.
Yeah.
and now like.
and
but
everyone's putting in their 2 cents,
and
and
there's
it's.
cameras. It's amazing.
I don't know. I just didn't think that it could happen throughout the week, and us being a pop culture segment, not touching my justification.
We
was
just
that
felt... I
Angelina
felt like you
wants-
should be an expert on something in the show.
Yeah, cut me a break just once. Yeah, well, and my justification was that Angelina did play Lara Croft in Tomb Raider, so that was the connection
That
there.
unfortunately did happen.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
it did.
God.
It did. So there was my connection. So I was
And
like, here's what
Brad-
I want to talk about.
Alright.
Here's how it relates
That
to
was
the
such
show.
a good connection. Now link it to the Illuminati somehow.
And
Like, do the next big jump.
Do it
Yeah,
because
I-
it's possible.
I can't-
It's
First of all,
possible.
I know,
Lara-
but I
Very possible.
can't.
Lara,
First Tomb Raider
takes
movie.
Yeah, it takes place with Illuminati.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh,
Boom,
boom,
there we go.
done.
I mean, you know,
Thanks, boys. You've
you'd
always
know
got my
that
back.
if you. That's all
If
right.
I,
It's all
yeah.
good.
It's okay. It's all
I
good.
don't need to know. I have you guys.
It's true. Now,
That's what we're here
speaking
for.
of stuff that actually has me a little bit more excited, J.K. Simmons, yes, the man, the myth, the legend himself, has had his first photo as Jim Gordon, which is
This is
something-
exciting.
Oh
it's
my,
very exciting.
It's so exciting.
It's such a great photo as well.
Oh, it looks so dark and brooding.
He looks like a perfect cross between Gary Oldman. Yeah, Gary Oldman as Gordon and also the Gordon from the original ones as well.
But yeah, I think that's going to really create like a good contrast to the character itself. I think he's going to get really true to character. So I know you haven't seen Whiplash for some ungodly reason.
I
know.
said
Okay,
it. I'm not
Adam, I
interested
haven't
in it.
either. Don't worry.
Oh, no,
Don't associate with me, Georgie. You're gonna ruin my online
See,
persona.
You ruin your cred.
But
Yeah,
no,
I will
Whiplash
have a
had
link.
this really insane dark element. So, Jake, didn't your mum say she would stop watching it because it was bullying? Like it got
Yeah,
like
it
that.
made her really upset. And then he won an Oscar, and I'm like, you're wrong.
It was incredible.
The
like
Academy
it got,
thought she was wrong.
It gets so insane, and his method to stick to character. I mean, you always think of him as J. Jonah Jameson for Spider-Man.
No, I
In
just
which
think of him as
as
the
far
guy
as I
from
know, he
Portal.
does the same
I think
thing.
of him as Juno's dad.
He's just the guy from Portal to me.
Is he in Portal?
Okay.
Yeah, and have you seen Portal 2? I mean, have you played Portal 2?
I've played Portal 2.
He's the
yeah.
guy who talks about the lemons and burning down the houses.
Okay.
And he's
Well, that's
the
like
boss.
Liam Neeson's in Fallout 3
Really?
as your father. He does the
No.
voiceover for your father. Yeah.
I never picked it.
Yeah.
What? Okay, I don't know what it was. I just never picked that. But yeah, I'm really. So we have the Batman universe growing. We have Joe. Go on, I'm gonna crucify this. Manga Niliello
Deathstroke.
as
Deathstroke.
as Deathstroke.
Good
Also,
choice.
just quickly on the whole J.K. Simmons being JJJ in the original Spider-Man movies, Willem Dafoe is actually also going to be in the new Justice League movie, and he was the Green Goblin in
Who's
the
he?
originals.
Huh.
Willem, his character hasn't been announced yet,
Connections.
Oh, okay.
but he's.
Or do you mean who is Willem Dafoe?
No, I know who Willem
Okay.
Dafoe is.
That's such a Georgie question,
Yeah.
then.
No, I was very curious to see if they'd actually given him a casting role because I had not
No,
heard
not
about
yet.
it.
But it's just there's these like memes where it's got Green Goblin invading Jonathan's office. It's like, hey man, want to go to DC?
And then wait,
Only
and I think I've seen one of these because Joe last name is
Joe lost.
is Flash Thompson in that first original movie as well.
Oh, there you go. I didn't even know that one.
So there's a full crossover. Oh, good. Okay, so do we have any Harry Potter fans in the room, just out of curiosity?
Yeah.
Cool.
Of course we do.
Okay.
Not me.
Of either the books or the films.
I liked the books when I was in primary school.
Yep.
And then the films came out when I was in high school, and I'm like, nah, I'm over Harry Potter now. It was one of those things that I did
You're
when
just too cool for Harry Potter.
Yeah.
basically.
Well, Privet Drive is being sold. The Dursleys' house. And something that made me really just laugh was the cupboard under the stairs is being listed as another bedroom.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. How much is it being sold for?
£500,000.
Okay.
I mean, if you have an
What's that?
opportunity, you may
It's
as well take
I
advantage
googled
of
it
it.
for it's 852,850 Australian dollars.
That's
It's a-
actually
which-
not that
That's
bad.
It's
not
not
bad.
like
But it
I
is
thought
a
it would
small
go
property.
for much
It's a
more.
tiny house.
It is
With a
tiny,
tiny,
but wouldn't
tiny
you
room.
assume?
I think they made it
Yeah.
look bigger in the movies, to be honest.
Yes.
That looks a lot
Well,
smaller.
to be honest,
than I
they probably
remember.
filmed the interior in a studio.
in Warner
No,
Brothers.
but like even the outside looked bigger.
Yeah.
From memory. I haven't
Well,
seen him in a few months.
Yeah,
What's
we
that?
had that other shot, which
Do we
is
have
actually...
a shot of Hagrid standing next to the house? Because that could really give us some context.
No, we just have a lot of owls.
Give us a
but
ratio.
with that, I kind of want to hear the story of the kid who gets put in the cupboard under the stairs, and it's like, yay, I'm Harry Potter, but also your parents are being mean to you. Like, it's like, I'm Harry Potter.
Well, that won't
Doof.
won't be anyone's like designated bedroom. But can you imagine that kid? Social media will go wild. The first kid who gets to sit in that cupboard,
He's gonna...
finally
they?
living out their dream. They'll just
or
wait
even
for their
or even
Hogwarts
sleep in the
letter.
cupboard.
That is definitely something
Yeah,
that
they'll sleep in the cupboard.
that's definitely something TMZ should cover and not us.
All right, so once again, we're blurring the lines of pop culture and gossip, but, you know, we're trying to cover all angles.
They kind of relate. I mean,
We're trying to make Georgie
word-
happy this week.
yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, she does get to pick in movie club a little bit
I
later.
can
Whoa.
yeah, I know. Get excited.
Have you got one pick, Georgie?
I do.
Excellent. Can't
But,
wait to hear it later.
but before that, Claire, are you familiar with Margaret and Dave?
Of course she is.
Of course I am.
Yes, because Claire, who wouldn't be? Oh, that would be Adam Ioannidis.
To be fair, though, he also didn't watch Johnson and Friends growing up, so...
I had all the videos to Johnson and Friends.
Yeah, I did too.
That's probably because
I'm with Adam on this one. I have no
the
idea what
pink,
you're talking
the
about.
pink
What?
elephant is
Johnson and Friends, and they linked.
is that a shampoo brand?
It's
You're a
that's
shampoo
Johnson and
brand.
Johnson. Did you watch
wish.
Jake, did you watch Johnson and Friends?
Of course, in Kinder.
Yes, it's fantastic.
It's great.
Anyway,
Do you even ABC, you guys?
Apparently,
ABC Kids.
not as much as I thought. I
Oh, really
did.
quickly, what was everyone's favorite window?
Triangle.
Was there a triangle window?
circle,
I thought it was
triangle?
no, I thought it was square.
diamond.
Circle.
Diamond was
The
my
diamond.
favorite. Diamond
Was it a
my
diamond?
favorite. Yeah.
No, it was
The one that had angles.
arch.
Angular.
Oh yeah, there was arch.
I'm pretty sure it was square,
Circle?
circle, arch,
I'm
right?
so lost right
There,
now.
there
Play
used to be.
school.
There
Oh,
used to be
a
a diamond.
square.
Actually, square, circle, arch does make sense. Although I do
Square,
think they
circle,
sometimes threw a diamond
But
into
there were
the
four:
mix.
square, circle, arch, and.
Oh, maybe this is the new school play school. I'm talking like
The
Oh,
new
you're
school
talking like
play school.
yesterday's episode.
no, I'm talking like when I was in Kinder.
Original, like when Monica
Ah.
was on it and Colin.
Jemima.
I love Jemima.
I had a crush
and,
on Simon in
Noni.
play school.
Really? Yeah, he was pretty
Big
cute.
time.
Yeah.
That's my first crush.
All right, so we're gonna do David and Margaret,
Oh, yay.
and I was thinking maybe Claire would like to pick a movie for us to look up.
As our special
That
guest.
they would have reviewed, and we have to
That
guess.
they would have reviewed.
And then we
Yes.
have to guess what they gave.
It's
Out of
okay, just
5.
throw out a movie that you think we should do.
Okay.
And I'll tell you if
Let's
it's there.
throw out Birdman.
Oh,
we did that
last
last
Thought
week.
you said you were a reviewer.
You said you
Yeah.
watched the show, God.
Unbelievable.
But by the way, still, I
Okay.
rewatched Birdman
Yep.
after we talked about it. Oh my God, it's such a good movie.
You have put me on the spot.
Sorry.
I am going to say Bridget Jones's Diary 3.
They don't.
They don't do it anymore.
They don't do
We
it
can do the
Jones's
sequel.
Diary
We can do the
2.
sequel.
Bridget,
Yeah.
Edge of Reason.
There was a second one.
Well, how can there be a third without a second?
I didn't know there was a third one.
No, I'm seeing it tonight.
It's Bridget Jones's Baby.
Okay.
They've actually dubbed it 3.
No,
No, they
God.
haven't. It's just Bridget Jones.
no, that's what I mean.
That's
They
what he
haven't.
said.
Ah.
Yeah,
Where's the
okay.
number
Have they
about-
reviewed it?
God, Hollywood, you're gonna just keep
Anyway.
confusing me.
What did Margaret give it?
I have not seen it.
It doesn't
But
matter.
I'm going to guess it is going to be a solid 2.
Okay. Adam?
About 37.
Okay. Claire?
3.5.
2.5.
All right, you're all wrong. She gave it a 4.
Of course she did.
Oh, Margaret's so soft.
I
Okay.
think I was pretty close.
She's not soft.
You wa-
She's
you wa-
intelligent. Have you seen Bridget Jones's 2?
Um,
The Edge of
Of
Reason.
course she's intelligent.
5-star.
All right,
Can you summarize the plot for us in like 5 seconds,
No.
please?
2 guys want to date Bridget. She
That's
picks
like every
one.
movie.
I was about to say, is that not the first movie?
And the third.
No, the third one's got a new fling.
Yeah,
So
Patrick.
3 people.
I don't know.
God.
Anyway,
Dempsey.
David, what did David give it?
Come on, Dave. Give it a 1.5.
12.
2.75.
2.
He gave it a 3.
Oh, wow.
Claire,
had tougher
closest without
critics than
going
we
over.
thought.
He may have
Pri-
given it. He may
By
have given
Price
it
is
a
Right
2.
rules, she is victorious.
He may have given it a 2 if it had some shaky cam, but I'm pretty sure this was a strictly
There
tripod
would have
movie.
been no shaky cam, I don't think.
I think I got a but now
No,
we have
reckless
reached
enough for that.
something I'm very, very excited about. My movie club choice.
Woo!
It's been 4 weeks in
It
the
was
making.
very good, Dan.
I-
It's very, very good.
Apparently, the internet doesn't think so.
I
was
know.
I was looking through
I
a
know.
lot of reviews.
Yeah.
People
No,
don't like
people
this
aren't
movie.
Well,
happy.
I mean, it does have issue. Like, it's funny and like I liked it, but you know, there were a lot of like issues with like, you know, they basically lied to everyone and they've gotten away with it in a way. Like, that's just not a traditional sort of like that's in movies. You never get away with lying. It always comes out at the end.
See, I
Yeah.
actually I like that part where the fact is that it took a spin on it. You expect them to get caught out in this spectacular fashion. Instead, they end up in Ecuador fighting for their lives. Okay, so
I just like to be watching something with Ricky and not hating him. Like, that was really nice.
You just felt really sorry for him, right?
No, I didn't feel sorry for him. I was just watching it being like, I don't loathe you. This is good.
I loved his wife in it though. She was
She's
hilarious.
my
Oh my
favorite.
no.
Has anyone seen Up in the Air with George Clooney and Anna
Yes.
Kendrick?
She's-
Oh my gosh, my favorite movie. Had the biggest girl crush on her.
She's
the
also in
best.
Anna Kendrick.
She's in
No.
Bates Motel.
Why
yes,
don't
Bates Motel.
why don't you have a girl crush on Anna Kendrick? She is just the bomb.
I have
She-
a girl
I
crush
would
on
rather-
Anna
Don't-
Kendrick.
don't-
do,
No, I'd
but
rather.
I don't think she
I'd
can
rather
act.
Vera. Is her name
Vera. I'd rather Vera over Anna. I do love Anna, but Vera has
And
a
her
special
sister,
place in
they
my
look
heart.
exactly the same. Her sister's like
Anna?
18.
Just
Or
before we get
Vera.
into it, for those who have
Vera.
not seen the movie, including
Please share the plot.
yeah,
Adam, didn't you watch it?
So-
You've
I
been
did not
busy.
watch
He's
the
been
movie.
campaigning.
basically we have one journalist and a sound engineer. They're meant to go to Ecuador to cover this civil war.
There's Eric Banner.
Eric Banner
Yeah.
is the for really charismatic,
Cocky.
presenter, and then you have Ian Finch played by Ricky Gervais, who is the bumbling sidekick.
I just don't like at the end how they get off the plane and he just kind of. Why is there a coffee machine on the runway? Is what I want to know.
Oh yeah, that was
Number 2.
That was funny.
Then they both walk off together. It's like
She
you would
was
not be allowed
lovely,
to just
though.
walk off on a runway of an
She
open
was
air.
divine.
She was lovely, but
she's-
Wasn't
yeah.
she? She was cute.
look, once again, the internet only gave it like 13% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
They did not like this
yeah,
movie.
IMDb doesn't like it either.
Look,
No one
I
liked
don't know
Pandorum
if I
either.
would like
Yeah,
it, but
wonder
Rotten
why.
Tomatoes is nothing to go on
No.
at all. Like
It's
ever.
a good indicator of what the
Reviewers
general
hated
reviewers
Blade
think.
Yeah.
Runner when
But-
it came out.
Which one? Blade Runner.
They
Blade
hated
Runner.
Blade Runner when it
Right,
came out. That is one of
yeah.
the best movies ever made.
I
They
will
hated
say-
The Thing as well, which is now
I
a cult
love this
classic.
movie, but it is not Blade Runner.
Well, speaking
oh,
of
duh. I
one
could've
of the
told you
best
that.
movies ever made.
Is this your choice?
This is my choice.
Oh, gosh.
It's what-
I thought you said one of the best movies
So
ever made.
for
Yeah,
for
wait
the
for it.
for
We've
the
only got 2
viewers,
minutes.
just one thing. Georgie has been saying that she was going to torture us for with her choice this week. So
and I'm not, because I thought that would be unkind. And also, Netflix doesn't have movies that are that bad, except for Tucker and Dale and Pandorum. So I'm out.
I feel like she's just not on Netflix that much.
So I
would
have
love to see
chosen, and you've
your-
probably already seen it, but I haven't. I've chosen The Godfather.
Okay.
Really?
Okay. Fair
Yeah.
choice. Fair
Yeah.
choice.
okay, yeah. So
Wait, have
haven't
you seen it?
No,
That's
that's why I chose it.
I haven't seen it.
Oh yes,
No.
yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I've been
Okay.
looking for an excuse, but you never find the time.
See,
you know
I-
what
Good.
mean?
Well, now is the
I'm-
time in the
I
week
haven't seen
off.
it in years. I don't know how it's going to age.
Oh, I
'Cause
saw it last year. Still
it aged,
very good.
It ages okay.
Yes, great, good.
Because I know we're not talking
It's
about.
the greatest film of all time on IMDb.
That's
yeah,
or
but
it was that Shawshank.
Shawshank.
Probably
Shawshank,
Shawshank.
so good.
Shawshank is great. But no, but
Stephen
How
King's
long do
birthday
we
2
have?
days ago.
it was Stephen
Ah,
King's
really?
birthday.
Speaking of
too.
Shawshank.
Well,
But I don't know how it's going to go. If it's tainted for me by Godfather 3, I don't know. I know you two. Adam, did you see it?
I've seen all 3, yeah.
Oh God, Godfather 3 was just something to.
Well, we'll keep that all.
It's not
For the
horrible, but
next
compared to
discussion.
the other
Claire,
two,
have you
it's-
seen Godfather?
I have not.
Really?
No.
Well, you can watch
What
it
a
as well if you like.
strange room.
All right. Well, it is now 15 seconds to 2:30. That's it from us today. Please come back next week.
We won't
Definitely
Or the
next
week after.
Oh,
Have
sorry,
a
we're not
lovely
actually
break.
there next
You can
week.
come back next week. It's
We'll be
just
back on the
pointless.
7th of October. And you can find us here Friday at 2 p.m.
We love you,
Thanks,
Internet.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.